It turns out that there's some really powerful ways of showing that two triangles are congruent. And they're sort of tricks of the trade, and we can use them because they are, in fact, true statements. And I want to show you one right now. So this one is known as the side-side-side congruence. And sometimes this is referred to as, just as an abbreviation, SSS. And it says that if three sides of one triangle are congruent to three sides of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. So if you look at this picture, you'll see that the length of this side is 4 centimeters, as is this one. This is 7, as is this one. This is 6, as is this one. And so since one side is congruent to the other side, corresponding side, another side corresponding to another side congruent to this, congruent to that, since all the sides are congruent, then the triangles are congruent. It's a very powerful way of showing two triangles are congruent when you have a lot of information about their sides. Neat. Let's take a look at an example. And let's see if we can justify that triangle MNP is congruent to triangle OPN. Now, we're given a lot of information here. This notation means that this segment right here is congruent to this segment because there's two marks here. This segment, we can see, is congruent to this segment. So we're almost at home. We can almost say, hey, these triangles are congruent by the method of side, side, side. The problem is, what about the third side? Well, where is the third side of each of those triangles? Well, notice they, in fact, coincide along NP. So since NP, that line segment, is congruent to itself, every line segment is congruent to itself, then I know that, in fact, this line segment is congruent to itself. And so, therefore, all the corresponding sides, this side of this triangle is congruent to that side of this triangle, this side of this triangle is congruent to this side of this triangle, and this side of this triangle is congruent to this side of this triangle, since that side is the identical object. So these two triangles are congruent by side, side, side.